A lot of people have been asking me how they can play certain songs that I teach if they don't have the same scale as me, and it is possible. Usually I'm teaching on a D kurd, but ta-da, as you can see I have a bunch of different scales with me. I'm in handpan heaven. So I'm going to demonstrate how you can actually transpose them to different instruments and how it might sound a little bit different, and it might look a little bit different, but in relation to its own key and scale, it is the same. So first I'll start with the D kurd and then run from there. So I'm going to play a song called Freedom Song, which I teach in my course Playful Voice. And the chord progression is 1, 5, 6, 7. And it goes like this. I sing this song for the mother's drum. I sing this song for freedom. I sing this song for the ones yet to come. I sing this song for freedom. Now you'll notice that I numbered each chord that I played rather than telling you the name of it. Like this is D minor, this is A minor, right? Because if we're in different keys, it's not going to be the same for everybody. And this is how I teach it in the course. So instead, a more universal language is numbering the chords instead. So if you're in the key of D minor, your first chord is D, second is E, third is F, G, then we loop back round to A, B, C, and then we're back to D, chord 1. So that's how that works. So you can figure out the same thing. If I play the same scale, but in a different key, so this was in D minor, this is a D kurd. I also have an F sharp kurd with me. This little baby right here, its cute little pan. Thank you Meridian for letting me borrow some instruments for this video today. So the shapes that I make will be exactly the same, but the sound will be a little bit different because we're in a different key. I just want to give a shout out here as well to Rosie. He developed a really cool notation system that is super universal for any scale of handpan. So even though this is a different instrument, you can read from the same notation because it's universal notation. So again, making the same shapes, chord 1, we're higher now, 5, 6, and 7. Just so you can hear again how that is shifted, chord 1 here on the D kurd. I can't play it down there. Sing this song, and now chord 1, I sing this song. We're a little bit higher, right? I sing this song for the mother's drum. I sing this song for freedom. I sing this song for the ones yet to come. I sing this song for freedom. Right? So I have another F sharp minor handpan here actually, but it's a different layout. So the names of the pans refer to the layouts that they are, right? So a kurd is laid out like this, and a low pygmy is laid out differently. And I have an F sharp low pygmy here. This is the only pan that I'm playing that isn't Meridian. This is a Hack pan. Thank you Hack for this wonderful early handpan from you. So this is an F sharp low pygmy. So we're in the same key, it will sound the same, but the shapes have to be different. And I'm actually going to read my notation to remember this because I don't know low pygmies very well. Low pygmy page is here, and we have chord 1, chord 5, chord 6, and chord 7. Sounds the same, and I can sing the same. I sing this song for the mother's drum. I sing this song for freedom. I sing this song for the ones yet to come. I sing this song for freedom. So same key, F sharp minor, different layout. F sharp kurd, F sharp low pygmy. F sharp pygmy would be another different layout as well, right? But also the same. So on the subject of low pygmies, I have an F low pygmy. So now, as you might have guessed, since you saw me do this with the kurds, same shapes as I just played on the other low pygmy, but ever so slightly different sound. This was F sharp, we're gonna scooch down to F now. Right, here's what the first one sounded like. Sing this song And now, I sing this song a little bit lower. So chord 1, chord 5, chord 6, and chord 7. And it goes, I sing this song for the mother's drum. I sing this song for freedom. I sing this song for the ones that are to come. I sing this song for freedom. And there we have it. So those are the the kurds and the pygmies, the low pygmies. Now we have something a little bit different. I have behind me an E Sabye. Now a Sabye is a major scale. This is in an E major. So what we have to do in order to play a song that's in the minor scale is actually transpose it again, figure out what the relative minor of that instrument is. So it doesn't matter whether your handpan is in a major scale or a minor scale, you can still flip it for the most part. Some are a little bit more tricky because they only have a few notes, like a low pygmy, for example, is a pentatonic scale, which means it only has 5 notes of the 7 notes available within a scale. Whereas the kurds actually have all 7, so you can be really versatile. So does the Sabye. But you can still make it sound happy. There is still possible, and we do this in the course that this song is part of. There is a song in there that's in the major scale, so we have to transpose all of these minor ones. But what we're going to do here is figure out what the relative minor of this is. And in order to do that, we just count down. So this is an E. Then we jump down to E flat or D sharp, same thing. Down to D, and then down one more on the keyboard to C sharp. And that's how we know what the relative minor is. If you want to figure out the relative major, you do the same thing but counting in the opposite direction, basically. So in this case, instead of playing on what we would think would be chord 1, which is the E, actually chord 1 is the C now, the C sharp even, C sharp minor. So for this, we'll play chord 1 here, chord 5 here, chord 6, and chord 7. I sing this song for the mother's drum. Low pygmy layout in my head. 6 and 7. Just a note on that wrong note that I played. This is why it's such a good idea, especially as a beginner, to not do what I'm doing. To have one instrument and really dive into it, figure out the relative major and minor so you can get those different feels out of it straight away. You don't feel stuck in the same key all of the time. Oftentimes, handpans are actually a lot more versatile than you think that they are. So if you feel like what you're playing is the same sound all of the time, here that I just played in a minor key, but actually I could play handpans are really versatile, so I recommend you really get to know one scale. Often if you've got another one with you, doing that translation between the two instruments, remembering all of the shapes, it's too much, you get stuck, and it's much more difficult to progress. But if you just start with one and really lean into that, which I did in my early years with the kurd, then it's gonna be so much easier for you. Anyway, I digress. So this was an E, but we sang in C sharp. I have another E with me, but that's an E minor. And that minor is an Amara scale or a Celtic scale. It's the same thing. I know a lot of people have a D Celtic, D Amara. So these will be the same shapes as that, the D Amara, but instead we're in E. And because it's minor, we can sing in the original key. So now here's chord 1, chord 5, chord 6, and chord 7. And we can sing. I sing this song for the mother's drum. I sing this song for freedom. I sing this song for the ones yet to come. I sing this song for freedom. sweet little pan as well. So there we have it. It's totally possible to play almost any song on almost any scale. And yeah, in the course that I teach, where we are learning some songs to sing, I also notate them in a bunch of different scales and use the numbering system so that it's all completely universal. But yeah, I hope this was helpful, and yeah, have fun translating and transposing songs to your instrument. Now with that knowledge, you can actually just look up your favourite songs, learn the chords for them, and yeah, play anything you like, basically. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you super soon.